Look carefully at every soul Allah loved deeply. Every single one of them had to sacrifice something they thought they could never live without. And that is why these days of Dhul Hijjah are terrifying for some people, because deep down they can feel Allah pulling them toward a sacrifice they have been avoiding for years. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That thing you keep delaying, that sin you defend, that attachment you hide, that person you know is breaking your soul, but you still cannot let go. Tonight, you may finally understand why Allah keeps shaking your life, because there are signs. Signs Allah wants something from you. Signs He is calling you higher. Signs He wants to clean your heart before you stand before Him one day. And the scary part, some people ignore those signs until it is too late. Allah says, لَن يَنَالَ اللَّهَ لُحُومُهَا وَلَا دِمَاؤُهَا وَلَكِنْ يَنَالُهُ التَّقْوَى مِنْكُمْ. Neither their meat nor their blood reaches Allah, but what reaches Him is your taqwa. Do you understand what that means? Allah is not looking at the animal. Allah is looking at you, your heart, your sincerity, your willingness to let go for Him. And that is where the real sacrifice begins. The first sign Allah wants you to sacrifice something in these sacred days is when your heart no longer feels peace in sin. Years ago, the sin felt normal, easy, comfortable. You used to laugh while doing it. You defended it. You justified it. But suddenly, something changed. Now, after the sin, there is heaviness. A strange emptiness. You cannot sleep the same. Your chest feels tight. And the scary thing is, nobody around you notices. But Allah allowed your heart to feel disturbed. Why? Because He wants you back. A dead heart enjoys disobedience, but a living heart suffers inside it. That guilt you hate so much might actually be mercy. The Prophet ﷺ said, righteousness is good character, and sin is what wavers in your soul and you dislike people finding out about it. That uncomfortable feeling inside you, that is not weakness, that is Allah knocking on the door of your soul. But here is what most people do. They distract themselves. More scrolling, more music, more entertainment, more people, anything to silence the guilt. Because facing the truth requires sacrifice, and sacrifice hurts. Especially when the sin has become part of your identity. Especially when everyone around you says, it's not a big deal. But what if it is? What if the thing destroying your peace is the very thing blocking your du'as? Have you ever wondered why some people have everything, yet they still feel hollow? Because sins do not only damage your akhirah, they suffocate your soul in dunya first. Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah once described sins as wounds. Some wounds bleed immediately, others silently poison you over time. And there are people listening right now who have been bleeding spiritually for years, yet nobody can see it. You still function, still smile, still post, still joke, but your soul is exhausted. And Allah brought you into Dhul Hijjah for a reason, not coincidence. Mercy. Because these are days where destinies change. These are days where hearts return. These are days where people who were drowning in darkness suddenly become close to Allah forever. But something has to be sacrificed. Look at Ibrahim alayhi salam, the old father who waited years for a child. Can you imagine that pain? Years of tears, years of empty arms, years of dua. Then finally, Allah gives him Ismail, the child he loved beyond words, the child he waited his entire life for. And then one night, Allah tests him. not with wealth, not with enemies, with love. Because the hardest sacrifices are never things, they are attachments. Allah showed Ibrahim alayhi salam a dream that he must sacrifice his own son. Can you imagine walking toward Mina with your child beside you, knowing what Allah commanded? Can you imagine the silence in his chest, the trembling, the pain? Yet listen to the words of Ismail alayhi salam. Ya abati f'al ma tu'mar, satajiduni insha'Allahu minas sabirin. O my father, do as you are commanded. You will find me, if Allah wills, among the patient. Allahu Akbar. This is not just a story. This is a mirror. Because every believer eventually reaches a moment where Allah says, if you truly love me, let go. And some people pass the test. Others spend their whole lives negotiating with Allah. Ya Allah, anything but this. Not this relationship, not this addiction, not this lifestyle, not this dream, anything but this. But Allah knows. He knows the thing you are holding on to is the very thing keeping you far from Him. And maybe that is why your heart has felt restless lately. Maybe that is why things keep collapsing around you. Maybe Allah is removing your dependence on dunya so you finally depend on Him. The second sign Allah wants you to sacrifice something is when He starts exposing the emptiness of what you worship besides Him. Yes, even good things can become idols. Money, attention, beauty, status, relationships. Sometimes Allah lets you taste disappointment repeatedly because He wants you to stop expecting from creation what only He can give. You loved someone too much and they broke you. You chased validation and it exhausted you. You ran after dunya, yet peace never came. Why? Because Allah is jealous over your heart. Not jealousy like humans, a divine jealousy. He wants your heart attached to Him first. And when your heart becomes addicted to something else, Allah may shake your world until you wake up. Not because He hates you, because He loves you too much to leave you lost. There are people who think unanswered du'as mean Allah abandoned them. No. Sometimes unanswered du'as are protection. Sometimes the closed door is mercy. Sometimes the heartbreak is rescue. And one day you will cry thanking Allah for what He did not allow into your life, but you cannot see it yet. That is why sacrifice requires trust. Real trust, not the kind you post online, the kind you practice when your heart is breaking, the kind where you obey Allah while tears are falling from your eyes. And maybe tonight, Allah is asking you one question. What are you willing to leave for me? Not for people, not for image, for Him. Because one sincere sacrifice in Dhul Hijjah can change your entire destiny forever. There are nights when Allah watches His servant cry silently, and the angels do not even understand why that servant is still holding on to the thing hurting them. You know something is poisoning your soul. You know it. Yet every time you try to leave it, you return again. Not because you are evil, because attachments are chains, and chains do not break without pain. That is why sacrifice feels terrifying, because people think sacrifice means losing. But with Allah, every sacrifice is actually an exchange. You let go of something temporary and Allah opens something eternal. But shaitan will never let you see that clearly. He whispers, if you leave this sin, your life will